Broadcasting Company.
Okay. Yes. Please recognize yourself.
Mark Gamboa po.
From?
Vlogger po.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, I remember also the committee committed during the last hearing that I attended that we will also invite representatives from Philippine Inquirer and Philippine Star because of the issue that I raised. I raised then the issue that we are not only concerned with the fake news and the false narratives and false information being peddled in our society, but we are concerned as well with the truth that are being suppressed. Truth that might have given enlightenment and further information for our people, but they were deliberately and intentionally being suppressed for reasons that they themselves know. This is also alarming as well, Mr. Chair. So, I was promised by the committee last time that in the next hearing, representatives from these two giant broadsheets will also be invited to shed light on the information that is
according to the COMSEC, the representatives from Philippine Daily Inquirer and Philippine Star,
yes, Mr. Chair,
were present during the last hearing. However, accordingly, there were no members who asked questions to them. So, is there any representative from Inquirer and Philippine Star at the moment? Wala. So then maybe we can invite them next time. We did not include them anymore today because they were already present during the last hearing.
Does that follow, Mr. Chair, that because nobody questioned them in the last hearing, they can simply absent themselves today?
We required them to attend the last hearing. And now, we have invited other resource persons. May I inquire from the COMSEC, were they invited today? So that we will be fair. According to COMSEC, Congressman Marcoleta, the Philippine Daily Inquirer and Philippine Star were not invited.
Yeah, so we know the reason why they were not invited today, Madam Chair. The COMSEC has the liberty to decide on this, or the chairperson are the ones who are authorized to decide on whether to invite people or not.
Kong Marcoleta, you know the process. For every hearing, we have a set of resource persons to be invited.
I know that, Mr. Chair. What I'm saying is there was a commitment.
It is already very clear that they were not invited today because, to be fair with them, they were present during the last hearing and nobody asked questions. Kaya nga, hindi na sila inibita because we are focusing on other resource persons.
Kaya nga po, yun ang gusto kong itanong.
If that would be the case, if you would like to really insist, then we will invite them. Or if you want, if you can wait, we will call them and have them come here to send a representative. But let's not make this an issue. This will delay the hearing.
I am not making this an issue, Mr. Chair. I am simply asking kung sakali pong hindi sila natanong.
Hindi nga natin na-imbita, Congressman Marcoleta.
Yun na po, why would the COMSEC decide by themselves? Sana po yung chair ang magdi-decide. Yun lang naman po ang punto. The COMSEC cannot decide on who to invite or who cannot be invited. And chair po ang may prerogative.
It was a prerogative of the chairman not to invite them because they were not asked questions already. In fairness to them, they were diligent in attending the previous hearing, but unfortunately, nobody asked them a question. So it would be redundant to ask them to be present here again. So let me now proceed, Mr. Marcoleta, to other matters.
May I ask that the short video, Mr. Chair, be shown, because that will provide context already.
Okay. In that case, COMSEC, please.
Ng Iglesia ni Manalo. Iglesia ni Manalo na Diablo na nagsasabing iglesia daw ni Kristo. Itong si Marcoleta ay talagang demonyo din na katulad po ni Kibuloy. Paano ko nasabi? Mamaya po papaliwanag ko sa inyo kung gaano po kademonyo yung putang inang marikuletang ito. Itong malaking matang itong diputang ito na masasabi mo talagang jablo rin katulad ni Kibulok.
Mr. Chair, yung vlogger na yan, ang pangalan niya sa social media is Epifanio Labrador. Hindi ko po siya kilala. Narinig po ninyo kung murahin niya yung aking relihiyon na kinabibilangan. At pati po ako pinagmumura niya, tinawag po niya akong demonyo, lahat. Pero hindi po ako kumikibo. Ang sinasabi ko lang, kung tayo talaga ay i-address po natin ang mga ganitong klaseng paninira na mga narratives, ay siguro po pati itong mga ganitong klaseng tao ay may patawag din natin. Ako po, kahit na po ano pang sabihin nila, I will just stay as I am. As transparent and as accountable as I am. Because right now, what we need are people that can probably criticize us to the height of even abusing their rights. Pero ako po, walang problema sa kanila. Ay darating din po ang panahon that these people will be rendered useless. At wala nang maniniwala sa kanila until time will come na masasabi ng tao that they are stupid, useless people and they are simply liars. Tayo po ang ating role lang basta ayusin lang po natin ang ating pagsisilbi. Kahit ano pong sabihin nila sa atin. Tingnan po niyo yung pagmumura nila sa akin. Wala naman po akong hindi ko po nga kilala yan Kung murahin niya po ako parang kayo po, narinig po ninyo lahat kung anong pinagsasabi niya. But people, I think, will not believe him. Dahil hindi po ako yun, yung sinasabihan niya. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair.
That is precisely the objective of this hearing, Representative Marcoleta. So, are you requesting that Mr. Epifanio be called to be invited for the next hearing?
By all means, Mr. Chair, I will thank you for that.
Comsec, please take note. The said person that has been mentioned earlier by Representative Marcoleta will be invited for the next hearing. Before we proceed, may I acknowledge the presence online of Representative Mix Villaferte, Representative Sandro Gonzales. And finally, can we now present the committee video presentation?
Anumang impormasyon, mabilis na maa-access sa pamamagitan ng internet at social media. Lislin at komportable sa online marketplace. Trabaho ba ang kailangan mo? Marami ring online job postings. Pero ang problema, mayroong mga bad actors na nagkalat sa internet. Kung di ka maingat, mabibiktima ka ng online seller na scammer. Ang binili mong cellphone, bato pala ang laman.
Bato! Mama Eden, bato! Mama Eden, bato ang laman! Hindi na yung pera ko, Mama Eden!
Ang online job application mo, elaborate phishing scam pala para sa identity theft. At ang news na binasa at tinanonood mo ay maaaring disinformation campaign o fake news. Tingnan nyo lamang ang mga bidyong ito na nagsisirculate sa social media kung saan sinasabing ang Luzon kasama ang Palawan ay dati umanong teritoryo ng China. At natatandaan nyo pa ba ang mga celebrity death hoax na ito? Patay na raw si Chris Aquino, si Kuya Kim, si Gary Valenciano, si Doc Willie Ong at si Jaime Fabregas. At maging ang death hoax ni Celine Dion, kumalat rin sa ating mga social media feed. Marami pang ibang example niyan. Pero ang pinakamabigat ay maraming disinformation campaign na layuning guluhin ang ating lipunan. Sa ating bansa na mayroong 87 million internet and social media users, tinatayang 70% ang nakabasa na o nakapanood na ng political fake news. Sa survey naman ng social weather stations, lumalabas na 51% ng mga Pilipino ang hindi kayang tukuhin kung fake news ang kanilang nababasa o napapanood. Mabigat ang implikasyon nito. Ang propaganda maling impormasyon at pekeng balita ay maaaring magresulta upang mabawasan ang tiwala ng taong bayan sa mga demokratikong proseso. Kaya mahalaga